ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Hello, 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 and welcome back to another stream. Hello, Cersei, Gaguts, DNH. Welcome in, everyone. How's it going? How's it going? Did you actually get two 20-second ads on YouTube? You should haven't gotten any ads, DNH. Pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah, you guys did. What is, let me see. Yeah. I didn't set it to allow insert. Oh, wait. Well, I don't have anything specifying pre-rolls. You got no, yeah, you shouldn't have gone any ads. I'm setting insert mid-rolls manually, and I don't think YouTube does, like, pre-rolls. So, you shouldn't have gone anything. At least not through my own volition. So, yeah. I hope you guys are doing well. Hello, hello. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Doing all right. I spent the weekend updating my I made a new resume, made a new demo reel, and yeah. It's quite impressive where I've come. I mean, if you, I could probably show like a previous version of the demo reel if you guys were interested in it. But I say a previous version, I mean just I didn't time into the music, and obviously the version I would show you guys doesn't have my contact information on there. If you guys cared to see it. One sec, yeah, I'll show you. Let me pull it up. Do I have it? Here. I threw it in the trash, the previous version, but I was like, why did I throw it in the trash? I could just... Hold on. That's also probably loud. Did you guys hear that, by the way? Hey, Mangaruki, welcome in. I assume you also heard the music. So, okay, I'll turn it down. And so this is the demo reel. I made some tweaks to like timing it to the music once I added in the pre-roll and the post-roll. Do I plan on selling my game? Yes. Yes. Hey, Vitamin. How's the game making going? Going well. I'll be continuing it right now after I show the demo reel because people want to see it. But yeah, this is my demo reel. Oh, hold on. I am totally in the way of text. So for the time being, I'm gonna hide my camera for this. Just for the moment. I'll be back. So this is Star Trek, by the way. Discovery Season 5. Star Trek New Worlds or 2 or something like that. I remember. The material system. Okay, I've shown this to you guys a few times. I still need to complete it and right, get it all published on the marketplace. So, right, with all the functionality, the good old BCG building series, right? Got to show that off. Yeah, the modular buildings. And of course, gotta show up some game dev stuff. Prototyping and all that good stuff. So yeah, that's the demo reel. On the camera. Okay. So yeah, that's my brand new demo reel. Talent is crazy. I don't know about that. Everybody has air effects. I thought about saying something that wasn't that important. Yeah, the Airblade got a rework at one point, right? So now it's doing like actual Airblade functionality. It's now a projectile effectively when you use it. So yeah, it's shows a bit of everything. But yeah, I worked on Star Trek. That was what I was doing at working on TV shows and stuff. Virtual production, that's what I was talking about before the layoff. But now we're back here in game dev land. I'll probably release maybe the version of my demo reel without my contact information on YouTube. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. But yeah, that was it. Other than that, today, I need to rework the freaking push-pull system. It isn't working. I want to pretend like it's working, but it's not working. Like the gravity field stuff. And we have two options. We can either make it work, or I can kill the entire character movement system and build my own. What does that entail? I have no idea. But I want to see what the character movement system does. I think it does a lot. So I don't think we're going to be doing that. But so we're probably going to be reworking the push-pull mechanic. So yeah, I'm doing. Yeah, I don't really want to. Some dev loves the worst way. Because the character movement, right? It has a lot of stuff that I'm using. I'm using gravity. I'm using like a bunch of the stuff. I don't think we're going to be remaking it. Like, right, it has the jump functionality, the velocity. Like, it's a lot to remake. I think recreating the one system would be easier than doing all of this. But it's still, like, it's so unfortunate that character movement does not support freaking physics. Just, you can't have physics and have character movement. It's yeah. So, for those who aren't familiar with what I'm referring to, I have a few power-ups. One of them is like a pull in and a push out mechanic. So if I do like a mini shockwave, for example, this is supposed to push the characters away from the point of impact. And see, he's not being pushed away. But yeah, now nothing's being pushed away. They were before, and I don't remember if I changed it and I broke it myself. But yeah, it's not working. It was working for a while, and depends on how you hit it, it would work. I think I was playing around with it and I broke it entirely, so. But effectively, what I want is this. So if I pull up Paint real quick. So if you have, like, I have a projectile or a hit or just a character hit or something happens and there's an impact right here. Okay? I want to have like a radius around it where everyone either gets pulled in to that point or pushed out of that point. Right? So it's basically either everyone goes inside or pushed back, right? And it's based off the point of impact wherever that hit is. So it's effectively a mini black hole or mini like shockwave that pushes things back. Now this doesn't have to happen like over time. Originally I wanted it to happen like over a certain period of time, so maybe it'll last like a second, and just whatever's there will continue to be pulled in. But maybe we just say screw it and we make a simple system that happens just once at impact, and then it'll just launch the character this way or launch the character towards it. It's you can't do custom gravity in blueprints. Fun fact, I wanted to. If I search gravity direction, you can't set it up. You can't change this. You can't do this in blueprints. It can only be modified in C++. Otherwise, I would have played around with that. I would have changed the gravity direction to be like more towards that direction or something. Yeah, you know. Yeah, can't. That's not something I can play with. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Vitamin Kane. Just try using launch character if it's only for like a brief moment. That's like my best option, I think. Hey, Gregory. How does Ragdoll work if not with Unreal Physics? No. So Ragdoll works on the actual skeleton. Like the actual joints and character. It is not moving the capsule. My character is a sprite. I cannot have the character ragdoll down, like the actual character ragdoll, because it's a sprite. I need the capsule to be moved. Like I need the full actor to be moved. And there is like a If I search for radial force, this is an awesome thing that if you want to do what I want, you want to pull things in or push things away from you, it works beautifully, but it only works in physics objects, and characters cannot have physics on them. Because movement breaks. C++ superior as always. I mean, for certain things, yeah. You know, in many ways, C++ is superior. In other times, it's just a good thing to also use in conjunction with blueprints. Can't do impulse because it also needs to have physics enabled for the impulse. So it's really only force, which is what I was using, or which requires insane numbers, by the way. So let me quickly take a look. Maybe I modified things. If I go, actually, I'll just open it up. AC abilities. Oh, I remember. It was because for some reason it wasn't even firing. If I look at not toxic aura stuff, it's abilities. Yeah, so here, for some reason, this isn't even firing properly. That was one thing I found. Yeah, that's what it's insane number of units. Yeah, so it's 11,600 times 100, or and here's the other problem I have, right? If you're in the air, you have no ground friction. When you're on the ground, you have ground friction, which means the amount of force that it takes to push you with friction is significantly higher than it is outside of friction. So you have to accommodate that. So yeah, this number effectively is like, I think I have a 10x multiplier here, which makes this 111,000 times another 100, right? This is insane numbers. Originally, I tested this with like 10,000 units. I'm like, well, that doesn't work. And then someone's like, try higher numbers. And I pushed it to 1,000,000. I'm like, oh, it finally did something. And it's so difficult. I don't know about you, but I find it so difficult to like try to eyeball this number perfectly. It's like insanity. Yeah, look, I failed to set up, to follow a 4-minute tutorial on C++. The problem isn't following like basic C++ or even setting it up. The problem for me is the compiling of the freaking, like, compiling everything. I get, like, whenever I've tried to do anything compiling related onto a project that I've been working on for a while, and I'm like, okay, let me try C++ all of a sudden, and I do it, it won't compile. And so, if it can't compile, I don't know C++ enough to troubleshoot. And so I'm screwed. So I have to undo it, and I'm back to where it was. So I tried to follow a 4-minute tutorial. It's like 4 lines of code to turn on the gameplay ability system, GAS, in Unreal Engine. I failed because I followed it exactly, and it wouldn't compile. Well, it's like, screw. I guess I'm screwed then. Can't do it. So C++ is everything Blueprint does with lots more effort. It does have some things that only you can do in C++. There are some things. All right, but for the things that I need, I can do everything Blueprints. It's a single player game. I don't need like server stuff. I don't need like any of that. So I haven't needed C++. Yeah. Was it? Oh, for example, the gravity, right? You can't set gravity direction. You can only do that in C++. Yeah, it's literally grayed out. So if I, on my character movement, if I search gravity, right? Gravity direction, rotation, all this is grayed out. You literally cannot do it. Yep. You got 2 ads? You switched to your computer? Why did you get ads? I didn't play those ads. Are there pre-roll ads on YouTube? I have ads technically turned on, but I set it to like only play when I tell it to play. So you shouldn't be getting ads on YouTube. That is so odd. But I've always had it on that way since the beginning. That's really weird. If gravity direction is RO, I would assume that it would mess with the physics simulation in some bad way. But yeah, I'm sure it's mess with things. Noobs with C++. I don't know about that. But anyway, so yeah, we need to change how it works. So right now, as kind of this is a far more complicated system than it needs to be. Because right now, it was originally designed not for one, but for multiple things. So right now, it is designed for if I have like one circle that is like pulling in and maybe another circle that overlaps it that is maybe pushing out or pulling in. And if you like stand here, it'll calculate, right? It will do all of this. That's what it was designed for like large scale, multiple overlapping. So maybe we just say, okay, screw it. We don't do this. We don't do this. And we just do okay, let's just get the character to move away from it or move towards it. And then maybe the move away is going to be based on, right, where the original source is. Maybe 5.4 did. I'm still in 5.3 for this project. Not all my plugins have updated for 5.4 until they do. Obviously, I'm gonna swap over. Physics being off is why gravity is disabled. Let's find out. Well, no. How would it? This is the character movement component. You cannot click simulate physics on this. And it doesn't, I don't think it knows if simulated physics are enabled here. Yeah, this has no effect. Like, it shouldn't, like, that doesn't make sense, but I just want to confirm it. Yep. Okay. Does the player control have any mechanism for angular momentum? Not that I know of. Yep. So the thing that I'm fighting against completely, and the thing that I need to figure out, like more than anything else, is basically how do you get something, a character, not something, a character, to move exactly X amount no matter what. No, I don't know a way to do that aside from like set actor location. That's the only way that I know how to do this. Force does not do it consistently. Launch character is not consistent. Even if you turn on X and Z, X, Y, Z overrides, it's still not perfect. Because, yeah. So, I don't want to lerp into that location. So, well, I do. What we'll end up doing is basically lerping to that location now. But originally, I wanted to make it so if, let's say, this is my original goal, but we're going to need to simplify it. The original goal was, let's say this is the force field, right? Let's say the force field is pulling you in, right? This is going to be inward force. And let's say you're moving here. You're moving this way and right here. I want to basically have it that if you're going this way, you would actually just go like this a little bit, right? And this is assuming you continue to press forward, right? It'll pull you in slightly, and obviously it'll depend on where you are. It'll be like if you were here, it would then pull you in and then probably make it very difficult to get out. But if you were like here, it would basically not affect you at all, right? And like here and then, right? That was the idea and the hope. But it's assuming you continue to press forward. There no time do you change to pressing forward. Of course, if you change and decide to move left, you can move left. And that's the thing, right? If you do set actor location or any kind of forced movement, that means you're doing just that. You're forcing the movement, and so your character, right, cannot, you have no control over your character during that moment. And I really didn't like this, but now we changed the thing to be almost an instantaneous thing. And this instantaneous effect, it just immediately pulls you in or pushes you out. And if it's an instantaneous thing and it's not over time, then we could just do like a launch character, or we can do like some other thing to get the result we kind of want, but it's, hey, it's easy. Welcome in. Add impulse is a physics thing, so we can't do add impulse. We can do launch character though, which is what we're going to be doing today. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the system. We're going to be using, effectively so the plan of action is to do this. Oops. Is to take a look at where this, like wherever the impact is, we have the note of this impact. Okay. Then we need to note when, like, then there's a collision box. Right? There's a hitbox of this impact, this effect, and it has an overlap of it, and it sees like where are all the enemies. So let's say there's a guy here. So then it's going to, we needed to see, okay, what is the direction? What is the direction here between these two? And then it needs to then, depending on which one it is, whether push or pull, it needs to then either send him this way, right, or send him this way. And ideally, it is based on the strength of... Yeah. You get a velocity based on the distance to the impact point, and the character impact point instead. It's effectively the same thing, because launch character works off velocity. It gives the character velocity in that direction. That's basically effectively how launch character works. So, but yeah, let's set this up. Let's get this working, and go from there. So, if I go to my projectile real quick. And then this is the actual gravity. Oops. So, okay. Let's start messing with this. Yeah, it's time to launch character framework. It doesn't like what I would love to be able to have, right, is let's say there's a fan. Like there's a spinning fan here. What a terrible fan. But it's spinning and it's blowing air in this direction, right? I'd love it to, so you walk here, you would basically do this as you go around it. But this is like an overtime thing, and this, without physics, I have no idea how to get accomplished. I think this stuff needs physics movement. So we're not doing that. Where's the sun though? Thankfully it went down, but it was out. It was out before. It was out before. Okay, so yeah, this whole system basically, I had it set, check all overlapping actors, and do an effect. And then based on how long it's been, yeah, we're not doing any of that. We're just going to event begin play. And just in case I do decide to reuse this, I will just take this. So on begin play, so whenever this triggers at the very beginning, I get all of my character overlapping characters, because it has a radius there. right? And then trigger the ability on all of them. Gravity ability. Now, what I want to see is, I don't think this is triggering. Because if I go to event graph, here it is. If I do a print string here, and we just, doesn't matter which one of these I do, they all go to the same one. Right? It doesn't trigger. I don't know why. Oh, ads.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
But for some reason, the blueprint interface isn't triggering inside an actor component. So we need to move this interface to the actual character, and then, yeah, it's not on YouTube. It's only on Twitch for now. I have a button to run ads on YouTube if you want to feel inclusive. So if you want to feel inclusive, I can press the button. Do you want to feel inclusive? Just let me know. If you want the ad rev, no. Get it, send the ads. No, it's too late now. It's too late. I have a button that does 90 seconds of ads. But now it's been over. It's been over 30 seconds, so I can't run it, or you'll be you won't be done in time. No, this thing that says ad 3 of 4 or whatever, that's my overlay. It has nothing to do with the actual ad numbers. That just shows you, and that shows you just how long the ads are, like the pause is effectively. This is just part of my overlay. This has nothing to do with the actual ads. Have you messed with the update movement component, override, and character controller? No, I have not heard of it. Update movement component, override. Let me just, okay, ads are done. Let me just see what this is. And the character controller? Yeah, updated wait. Update custom movement. Event update custom movement. Oh, that's like for setting custom movement. Because yeah, because you could do here custom. Yeah. And then you can use the custom one. So like, here's the problem, right? My gravity and other things are like a problem sometimes, and friction. If I said the character be flying, right, I don't have to fight against ground friction, which is great. But because they're still walking on ground, that means they'll effectively start sliding. So, right, they still need to be walking. I can't have it not be walking. In terms of where I'm triggering the effect, it is off of the projectile. On impact, it spawns the actor, and the actor now on begin play gets all the overlapping, everything it needs. And we can do a print string here every time it finds something. So found overlap. Okay. But for some reason, it doesn't want to go inside of the actor component interface, even though, right, effectively, That's another bug that I need to... Okay, come on, I can hit him. Yeah, see? Why is it not printing at all, actually? Excuse me? This is doing all the parent stuff. Why is it not finding? Oh, I need to also give myself... Okay, begin play triggers. Oh, So, this... needs a single tick of delay. Delay until next tick. So now if we go projectiles and this. Yeah, so now it finds the overlap. Okay. I'm not sure why. I think for when it triggers, I think this collision sphere doesn't like register itself or doesn't get the actors like on the same tick as it's created. So you have to wait until next tick and then we can get all the actors that are overlap. I don't know why. I would imagine it's all at the same time. It spawned the actor. Everything should be there. But no. We can also, instead of this, we can do a trace, just a sphere trace, right? It'll get the same result. Go down to character controller event graph and do an accumulation forces. I mean, maybe. But either way, so now it's triggering this. Okay. But if we go to the here, right? Gravity triggered, I'm going to call it the same. So we know it now fires this successfully. It now finds the actor. But let's see if it's actually getting it to him. No, it's not. Why is it not? I have no idea. If I go onto him specifically, there's AC abilities. And right, if I open the AC abilities, this is it. So he has this. AC abilities itself has the interface. I mean, I can move this interface to the main character. It is not a big deal to me. But the weird thing is I have another one. Here's another interface here, right? And that one works. If I give myself Toxic Aura, and I come here, see how that icon appears and disappears above his head? That's the interface. So why does one trigger and one doesn't? I don't understand. It's not a big deal. Again, I can move it, but okay, let's move it. Delete it and then put it back? Sure. Oops, wrong one. Gravity ability. I mean, why not? I have nothing to lose to trying it. Yeah, still doesn't. Yep, still no trigger, still no print string. I mean, it's worth trying, right? Like, it doesn't hurt anything. But yeah, so I don't know why this interface doesn't work, but this interface does. Zero clue. But whatever, we'll just put the interface onto the main character. It's not a big deal because I can still keep the functionality here. I'll just have the interface call the thing in the component, and then I'll make a custom event instead of an interface event. It's not the end of the world, but yeah, real weird. I don't get it, honestly. So let's just add abilities here. And we'll do gravity ability and yeah, event reset gravity ability. Well, we're not going to need to reset gravity ability. There's nothing to reset. We're changing this, right? So instead of this, custom event, gravity ability. Okay, we just do this. Gravity triggered. This is the source. Dear God, there's okay. BPI, action character, AC abilities. What? Why did it not just give me the one I wanted? That's the target. Okay, right. So same functionality. We have not changed anything. We just moved the interface over. So now, without changing anything else, I'm just gonna come here, grab it. Okay, now why are you not working? So I'm gonna call this something just different, just to make sure that I have the right one. Oh, it's not the right one. All right, it wasn't the right one. That's why. This is what happens when there's so many gravity abilities that I've just named. They all happen to have the same name. There we go. Now it's the proper one. Andres, well, thank you very much. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad it's been helpful. Yeah, so now we've just basically moved the interface to a new location. And now, there you go. Look at that. Gravity triggered. It's triggering twice. I have no idea why it's triggering twice, but it's triggering. Right? And so here, you see how he's being pushed back? But he's not pushed back there. So there he's pushed back. He's not pushed back. He's not pushed back. Right? He's being... It's not consistent. This is the force mechanic. So... Or the force problem. So we need to change it where we now need to make it so it's... yeah, entirely... launch character, effectively, dependent. Hey, Basie, welcome in. Good afternoon. How's it going? How's it going? Old Man's Cave geology survey data would make an awesome level. I mean, a lot of things would make awesome levels. Yeah, Google Docs, I managed to, yeah, I finished my resume. I fought Google Docs and I won, thankfully. Thank you so much for stopping by, Sir Sai. Have a good one. Take care. So we're going to be using launch character. We can make this in a function. I don't think we need anything time related. So let's make a gravity launch out. Let's make the one that pushes the guy out first. The job application gray is real. Well, it's only getting started today. I finally finished my my demo reel. So, which I actually showed on stream on YouTube. You can rewind if you want to see it. It's like a slightly, I made some minor tweaks to the timing and stuff. Now, obviously, I have the it better time to music and stuff in the actual final version. Or yeah, Twitch VODs is live as well. Pretty sure, so you can see it there. So we need, what do we need? We need the actor. This is going to be a source. So this is where whatever's the source is. Oh, thank you, Gregory. Yeah, it's my previous video is definitely my best performing video ever. Like, hold on, I can show this. One of 10. Yeah, this is the highest average view duration I've ever had, highest view rate, and keep in mind this is the first day in 10 hours. So this is like all up, right? So yeah, this is the best since I've ever done. So thank you guys. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad it's been helpful. More Than PCG Buildings Part 1. Well, it's hard to say that it's definitely more than PCG Buildings Part 1, but it's not like overall. It's just in the first day and 10 hours, it's done more. So yeah. I mean, PCG. Yeah, that video, the part 1 of the building series is like tons of views now. It's definitely not over that total. Yeah, it is a hot topic, and it just came out, so it's very like timed, intentionally so. And you'll get there, basically. You'll get there. So we need to take this. We need to know. You know, I'm actually going to make this the actual actor. And not just an actor, so that way we can grab the radius. I want to be able to grab this radius so we can control it on here. Good to fish a lot of new people. Is that what you think I'm doing? Just fishing for people? I mean, it's not entirely wrong, I guess. Get good at working Unreal Modeler and you'll always be able to get work. I don't know about that one. But let's do this. So also I'm going to change this to from here it is going to gravity launch out. There we go. So now it's going to come in here. So what we need to do is launch the character. Now, there's a beautiful thing called suggest projectile velocity custom arc, where you can basically have it calculate all of the launch character stuff you need based on the start and end positions. So that's what we're going to do. So the override gravity here, I need to multiply negative 980 because we have 3x gravity on our characters. So get gravity scale. So in case I ever do change it from 3x to something else, this will automatically update. And so we need to launch him from the starting location. Oh, not of you. Get actor location. So we're launching from the character's original location, and now we need to calculate where he ends up. And that is going to be based on like all this. So if I go to the event graph real quick, I can probably close this. Close all that. Do I need this? I think I need this. No, I need you. We're doing... Which one are we doing right now? Launch out. So let's push away. So it's going to be this one. Copy all that. Paste. Okay. So this gets us the forward vector, I believe. Can I draw a debug line? Line color, bright red. Duration, 5. Thickness, 5. So we're going to take it, the star is going to be its location. And then it is going to take this, multiply it by 500. Okay. I just want to see the line. I just want to make sure it's coming from the center to the character. Everyone's being used by robots with AI stuff. I mean, I don't know much AI stuff is for Unreal, I'll be honest. Yeah, focus on your game. Well, have a good one. Thanks so much for stopping by. Best of luck on your game. So now I'll go ahead and just select one of these. Okay. So that is correct. How Oh, it's because it is still it's doing the launch character. I just haven't put it in. Okay. So this is correct. So this is what we want. So it is doing it correctly, and we just take this off and put this as the align position. So effectively, what this is going to do is no matter where the character is, if he's in range, he's going to get launched to 500 units outside the center of that, Now, I'm going to use the radius, in my case, but I want to make sure that this works now. So mini shockwave. So see, so it works, but it doesn't work when he's like, even there, it's not working consistently. It is working. But it's not working consistently. Also, I just realized, after it does this, I need to destroy it. There you go. I would just have the actor just persist there always. And we don't want that. What we can try doing, though, is having them stop moving right before this. So, stop movement. And see if that helps. Right, because when he's... Okay! There we go! That is consistent, and... Yep. He get pushed out just a little bit that time. Because he was pretty far from the blast. Yeah, okay. This gets exactly what we want. Much simpler system. So the thing we want to get here is from the source. So I'm going to just do that, source. So we can get sphere, radius. Now hold on a second. Am I setting the sphere radius somewhere? Ah, yes, I am. We're setting it with that variable, so we just get that with the variable. Perfect. Get the sphere radius. So we want to launch him to be at the sphere radius, let's say, plus 100. So effectively, right, if the sphere is here, we want to, even if you're like here, we want to just move just another 100 units out. Obviously, if you're all the way here, you're going to shoot back all the way out to that 100 range here. So this is 100. So that's effectively what we want. So that way, no matter where you're in there, but you're just not going to go as far, right? Because you're further away. But this should now work exactly what we want. Which is awesome. Super happy about this. Yep, this is now working exactly what we want. Okay. Awesome. And even while he was in the air, that seemed to work. So now we need to do the same thing, but we need to now control which direction he's in. So, get the source. Get push away. So we have a bool that we have here. So we have sphere radius and push away. Basically, it's just a simple bool that the children have that have for gravity pull and gravity push. That when this is turned on, right, instead of pulling in, it's pushing away. So what we're gonna do is the start position is going to be the same. Let's see where we need to modify this. The character location is... So this part needs to change. So I'm going to come here. Squish this over. And I'm going to do a select vector. Hasten whether it is a push away. So if it is a push away, it is going to do this. And if it's a pull in, so now we can get a pull. This. So this is push out. I'm going to take this, duplicate it, and we're going to modify this for pull in. Okay, so for pull in, again, the start position is going to be the start position, but the end position actually is just the actual location. The actual location of the source, I just realized. So, you know what? We don't need to do any of this funky stuff. We just do this. I'm pretty sure it's that simple. Let's find out. Is it that simple? Oh, but we'll find out after these ads. We'll find out after these ads. Surprisingly dark in my room. There's no sun out. Wow, that's what it's like. And it's actually like, what is sunset these days? Basically at 8:30. Sunset's basically 8. It's in an hour. Wow. Okay. Well, I mean, I can just turn it on manually. There we go. Did I drink in the last? I didn't, but I've been drinking like on and off. Yeah. Sorry. All this what's it called? Everclear is, yeah, it's not great for memory. For those who don't know, Everclear is what, 190 proof alcohol. You might as well be rubbing alcohol. I had it like many years ago. It was like, okay. I was sorry about that, but I'll tell after that. So I'm not much of a drinker, which you wouldn't realize with the amount of Everclear I'm drinking. I mean, honestly, but back then I wasn't much of a drinker. And I went to a bar after like one of the first jobs I had. I think this was after I worked on 21 Jump Street. I worked on 21 Jump Street, and I think, yeah, we had an outing afterwards. To celebrate, went to bars. Again, I'm not much of a drinker. I'm like, I didn't want to drink. And one of the colleagues, I'm like, okay, what if I buy you the drink? I'm like, fine, I'll have something. And so he decided to, because he's a cheap bastard, bought the cheapest and most powerful drink he could get, which is Everclear. Which is effectively, 90+% alcohol. It might as well be rubbing alcohol. Like, it bought a glass. Wait, why isn't he not... why is he not being shoved back? Why is he not being shoved back there? Okay, he's being shoved back. But there were a few times when he wasn't being shoved back there. I want to draw a debug line. But yeah, so I basically drink super strong alcohol is the moral of the story. Because I said, yes, I'll drink it. And my coworker decided to buy the cheapest stuff. And that's how I tried Everclear. I would not recommend it. It is not very tasty. But I drank the whole thing. I didn't even make a face. No. This was in like very safe company. And the thing is, I'm a boring drunk, as I call myself. Basically, like after I drank that, because I didn't have much to eat, like I was drunk, but no one could tell I was drunk until they noticed I was slurring my words. Because when I get drunk, I don't do anything crazy. If anything, I just shut up and don't say much. And I just observe. So, like, okay, cool. I'm drunk. I'm not gonna do anything. If anything, I go even more, like, inside my own bubble when I'm drunk. So, yeah. 90% alcohol is very safe to disinfect stuff. Yeah, my interiors was. I get introverted. What? Yeah, but my introvertness becomes even like more intensified when I'm drunk, and so that's why I say I'm a boring drunk. I don't like the taste of alcohol, like of any kind. Like people say, like, oh, when you find a nice beer, okay, give me the taste of beer without the alcohol. Then I don't want the taste of alcohol. I don't like it. Like I'll take the cocktails. Like fruity cocktails you can have, like yeah, sure. But then you're not tasting the alcohol, right? So give me a smoothie instead. That's how I am. So okay. So far, it seems all correct. You know what I need to do? I just realized. I need to have it ignore normalize 2D, I believe it is called. Where basically this will kill the Z-axis. I noticed that based on the positioning of things, it sometimes angles it down and up, and that means the distance becomes different, and I think that's what's doing it. I'm gonna just put that there, and we're just gonna check that that's the problem. We're finally gonna remove the verticality of it. Okay. What happened there? Everything looked good there. Except that one hit. Try it one more time just for testing purposes, but I think that's better. Okay, we also need to figure out why... Come on. Okay. No, I think we're good, right? Yeah, I think we're good now. So let's put this in here. Scooch this over. This in. Okay. And now let's try the gravity of the pull-in effect. So the gravity pull-in. The mini black hole, as we called it. Ooh, very nice. Ooh. Okay, well, yeah, we're not getting him down from there. There's no navigation for him to jump down, so. But it seems like it's working. We need to test it here. Right, he gets pulled in. Yep. Yep, pulled in. Obviously, I also get pulled in, but that's what we want. And now let's check that it works on, ooh, the shockwave might be bad. Oh, we didn't, we need to change this. Because it's not triggering at all. Where did I have... Figure out where I had the attack stuff. Shapeshifter, no, it wasn't here. Where did I have the gravity stuff? Attack combo stuff. Execute attack. No. Event gravity ability. Is it under my character? It's probably under my character. It's not? Execute attack. Yeah, it does all this. Execute melee abilities. Here. Ah, why did this get detached? Why'd that get detached? What happened? Okay. Then we just spawn everything as normal. So now... this is probably going to be a terrible thing, but... yep. Okay. So... okay, that works. Obviously, very bad for melee. But now let's try the gravity black hole one. Yeah, I don't move. And he kind of gets pulled in. It's actually working. It's freaking working. It's not everything I wanted it to be, but whatever. You know, it's working. So, we can remove this line. Debug line. You know, I'll keep it here. In case I actually no. I can just remake it. We can change the arc, like how high he goes during this, but I like how it is. And we also need to... I think this is not hidden in game. Yep. Yep, so now, right, we can just pick up, let's say you. And ta-da! So now it's doing pretty much exactly what we want. We just don't have the like overtime aspect of it, which is fine. This is basically what I wanted it to do. I just wanted to have like a little bit extra just for myself. But that is okay. I don't know why still we need to set this up here, but whatever. But if I have that set up here, I'll do the other ones. I'm going to just quickly try putting it back. Just, you know, just what if? Yeah, doesn't work. Don't know why. Doesn't work. Okay. The Toxic Aura one works, so I'll keep it. And I guess I don't need any of this. It's all useless to me now. It's not gravity launch out, it's just gravity launch. This gravity ability effect is we can just kill it. Not being used by anything. Okay. Just confirmed that I didn't break anything. Everything still works, and we're done with this thing finally. Yep, that still works. What happens when I have both of them? Whoa. Yeah, they don't quite work together, but that's fine. One takes precedent over another, which is completely fine. Um, that is completely fine with me. Sweet. Toxic Aura can stay here. But we fixed it! Yay! You want it to be C++? It's your deepest, darkest secret for sure. It is definitely not my deepest, darkest secret. You know. It's like, I would love to learn C++. I would. But I just, every time I try, I'm like, but the syntax? Looking for this compile, I think it's, if anything, it's the, one is the compiling, and two is the syntax. If it wasn't for those two things, I mean, then it's just, also, I'm a visual person, right? So this is just a lot easier for me to read and understand than lines of code. And like having it formatted and not having a typo anywhere. You know? One typo and code doesn't work. Gotta fix it, right? I can't be bothered with that. I can't be bothered. But that is now done. Holy crap. That is no longer CBB. That's just done. Shockwave and gravity. Freaking done. Awesome. Okay. We can go on to I need to make some kind of dot system for the enemy. For like, we have flaming attacks, right? Poison attacks, things that cause dots onto the enemy. And we have sort of a system for that right now. For that aura, right? If I turn you on, right? This works, and he gets a little icon. And when over time, right, he'll just take damage and then he'll eventually die. Unless I run away from him, and then he won't die because it stops. I come back, right, a little bit longer. There he goes. So we have a dot already on him. But also, this casts shadows. We probably don't want it to cast shadows. Can we turn that off? Let's receive shadows. I'll look into that later. Let's see what kind of system we're using right now. Let me remind myself so when I get it, right, I spawn all the stuff, which is all good. And then I buy an event to overlapping stuff. Yeah, okay, this is all fine, and we can duplicate this for other auras. And here's a toxic aura. So I'm gonna do toxic aura. Yeah. I'm gonna put all the toxic aura stuff in here. There's a few of them. So I have the on overlap stuff. Okay, and we have toxic damage over time. AC abilities. Let's take a look at that. Here, this. So, as long as I'm not dead, right, it sets a timer and does this modify. It modifies my health by the amount. What I need to do is change this to an array system where I'm storing all the dots that are on me and then removing the dots or whatever else, right? So when I clear it, I can I can't clear the timer unless everything is cleared. So what we have to do, let's write this out in steps. Let's break this down. So I need to know what is triggering it, and how much damage it's doing. So I can do this maybe with a map. I can store both of those variables on a map. And then during the loop, or the timer rather, so during the timer it is going to go through open the map, and for each one it is going to do the damage. Now, how do we remove it? We have the remove. So this remove icon or remove effect thing then would also need to clear the map location. Okay, I think that should work. I think that would work. Because then we store everything. So let's first, to make sure that this works, we're going to just work on the toxic aura that we already have set up. We're going to convert it all to work with the map. And then once the toxic aura works, we should then just be able to use it for everything else. A lot easier. So let's just promote this to a variable real quick. So this is the dot or dots on character. Delete that, and then I'm going to change you right to a map. The second value is going to be a float. Now, I don't use maps very often. It's not just an add. Because you need to also check if it already has it, and then if it does. Hold on. What if it has what it is? So we know this is going to go in here. Okay, let's just do again. One thing at a time. This is coming here. Damage is going to damage. Damage dealer. Damage dealer. All looks good. Right, we're storing that information. But what happens when, let's say, you take a fire attack and you're catching fire and you already are on fire, right? So contains. So we check if it contains this. Or rather, it does not contain it. Okay. As long as it does not contain it, then we add it. Because if it is already on here, then we don't want to have another stack of it. Because then you literally, right, apply a fire dot, and then another fire dot, and then another fire dot, and dear God, whoever's going to be running this thing or burning is going to be burning quick. Very quick. Okay. But we now have added it. And you know what? I will do the check for if he's dead first. Before any of this. Because none of this matters if the character is dead.
Ads are here.
Nope.
Pausing for ads.
There you go. I clean this up a little bit while ads are going. Just a little bit of cleanup. I'll clean this up more once we actually have the proper, like, full setup, of course. But for now, this should be fine. Okay. So it is being added. Then it is starting the timer. It should not clear the timer then. Here. The clearing of the timer should be... Yeah, should not need to clear the timer. Yeah. I'll wait for ads. Wait for ads. You're not missing content. Nope. Not happening. Okay, and they're almost done. Okay, ads are done. So we're not going to be clearing the timer every time we add this because it doesn't make sense anymore. I'm going to remove this clear. Now, the timer currently is going every half second, which is fine. What are ads compared to your 12-second attention span? If you have a 12-second attention span and you're watching a 30-second ad, does it feel like you're watching 3 ads then? Because within 30 seconds, you effectively have 3 times that you've realized it's an ad? Or does it not work like that? Or do you just, well, you don't come back for 12 seconds. So you 12 seconds of this and go away, and after 12 seconds you come back to the ad? You get 2 impressions then? Well, if you're watching an ad and you have a 12-second attention span, the ad is 30 seconds, right? After 12 seconds you stop watching the ad. Well, how long does it take you to get back to it? Are you still on the same ad? Does it then you're looking back at the same one? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay. So I need to do for get array or keys. I'm like, what's the... It's called keys when you're in a map. It's not just to an array. Okay. Take all this. Scooch this over. Okay, so first we're getting all the keys. And then we do a for each loop. For each loop, we're taking you, and then... Sorry, you were watching ads. Wait, what ads were you watching? You're on YouTube. There's no ads. I don't play ads on YouTube. No game. There's no game tag right now. I mean, maybe, you know, keep watching. Maybe there's game tags later. Is that incentive? I don't know if that's incentive or a threat. I know you are, but so am I. I need to... That's not keys that I need, values. So... Or can I do a get value? Well, this just gets me the value, so I don't think I do. So I think the here I can just do this. And I'm going to get this one. This is the modify amount. Yeah. So artism are kind of matching. I don't know what tism is. I'll be honest. I'm very bad at abbreviations. Time in some matter. Oh, it's just short for autism? Wait, what does that have to do? How does memeing have to do with autism? Wait, back up. Hold on. That took a turn. What does that have to do with autism? This is not what we need to... Crap. I just realized something. I'm not storing what I thought I'm storing. I'm storing the damage dealer. And then how much damage it's doing. I'm not storing. One second. Sorry. Work-related stuff. Or possible getting work-related stuff. So give me a moment. I'm replying to someone with that has like non-standard English characters in their name. I'm like, oh, can I copy their name? I just need to copy their name because. Just, I might wait. Hold on. Just confirm that this is what I. Right place. Oh yeah, that's yeah. Okay. It's not games. But it's for a big company. I guess I should. Yeah, a lot of languages have accents. So yeah, I mean, it looks like it looks like it reminds me of the Norse, like Swedish, those kind of characters. But again, like a lot of them have special characters. Could Norwegian, Swedish, like that kind of stuff. I don't know. But making glass, yeah. There you go. Okay. Yeah. The thing that does concern me though, and this is just without saying what it is because I don't want to. I'm currently in Canada. Right. In less than a month, I will hopefully have PR, so permanent residency. They asked me about a position in the States. Now, I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm from the States. But I'd like to stay in Canada because I want to get dual citizenship. Just from that point of view. I want to get dual citizenship so I can just, you know, because then you can just go wherever you want between the two. Crap. It's like, yes, obviously, I have just been unemployed. I am obviously interested in stuff. But yeah, okay. Back to this, though. Back to this. Oh, oops. I need to multiply by -1. Actually, I can store it by -1 here. But the thing I realized, though, right, I was storing the damage dealer. So let's say I am the one that's attacking with the fire damage, and that's how much the damage is doing there. Hey, Seth, welcome in. Welcome. How's it going? And thank you. Yeah, I'm recording how much is being dealt and who it's being damaged by, so I am the one dealing the fire damage. But I'm not recording that it is fire damage type, right? You're cooking? What you cooking? Cooking and watching. Well, make sure you're also watching your cooking. I don't want you burning anything. That'd be bad. Maybe the hiring process could take some time. Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, of course. Big companies do take a while to hire. Look, I am not expecting this to all of a sudden go anywhere. I do not see that happening. But it's one of those, like, well, it is. First time green tank. Ooh. And some beers. Very nice. Now, what makes it green? Is it green because of the stuff in it? I'm not an expert on Thai curry. Is it green because of green vegetables in it? Or is it green because some other arbitrary reason that is just called green? We need to... Let me see where I actually execute this. The color... Well, it might not look green. It might just have green things in it. Because if you throw a lot of, like, green vegetables into a frying pan, they're going to turn brown. And maybe it's called green still. It's called green because the recipe says so. You know what? That's a good enough reason for me. Yep. Wait. I have this toxic area on overlap. Why is that I have no reason for that to be an interface. I have zero reason to have it be an interface, I think. This happen. Oh, on overlap, it triggers this. It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't need to be an interface. Okay, I need to. I think I need to add an enum with all of my damage sources. Well, not like damage types. It does look green, actually. Oh, there you go. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, but crap. So we now have... So we can still use a map. But we also need to store the damage type. So, or the damage. We have 3 things we need to store. And if we're storing multiple things, maybe I'll just make it a struct. And then we can just store everything in the struct. And then if we need to add more things, we'll add more things. It's now becoming a struct. And this is how things change constantly. That's how things change constantly. Okay. First of all, let's go make an enum. With weapon types, I just want to make sure I don't have like a damage types thing. No. Damage types. Okay. So we need... No worries, Guts. We need a few damage types. So... It's not damage types, it's damage sources. It's not even damage sources, it's... Dot. Damage over... Yeah. Dot sources, specifically. Right, because... That's all I need. In this case, that's all I'm doing. I'm only doing dot stuff in here. So... Let's just call it toxic, or let's do like acid, fire, poison. There's probably gonna be something else, but right now I have. Is there anything else I have here that is right? We have flaming attacks. Let's do ice or do fire. I'll order this. Fire, ice, poison, acid, like in way that makes more sense to me. What else would I want in terms of damage over time stuff? We'll still add like extra stuff. We can always add to it, but for now, I think this will do. And now let's go with structures. Do any of you guys call these structures out of curiosity? I've only ever called them structs. Because a structure, when I say structure, I think building. I don't think this. Dot. Okay, so we need our main character. This is damage dealer. Then we're going to need our enum that we should made. Oh, that feeling when you're about to sneeze but you don't. Oh, that was horrible. Okay, dot sources. And then we need damage. You know what? I don't even need the word dot because it's all part of the same thing. Just call damage, and it's gonna be a float. This all can be fine by default. I probably, you know what, for debugging purposes, you should always have a none. The default should always be a none that you don't use. Oh no, but always, but because for debugging, that is really, really good. Because then you're not expecting a result then. And so you can do a print string that says none, and it's like, oh, okay, it doesn't have an input. Okay. Good. So then we can go here. And here, instead of this damage and damage dealer, you get the dot info here. File. And then here we can go ahead and break. Damage is going to go here. Now, instead of, I mean, it doesn't matter which I'm putting here. So I guess we can store the damage dealer here and make a new array for the sources. Again, it doesn't matter which one we do. We just need to store both of them. And oh no, we need to change it by the source because we can't. Yeah, because we can't do the contains here. So let's do. I'm gonna remove this Dawn character. Remove that just so it doesn't. Actually, I'm gonna reattach it, and I'll just change it here, and it'll just complain. And that's fine. So this is going to be now our E dot sources change. Okay, that updated nicely. Plug you in now. Okay. File. So that now fixes itself. Here, obviously, it is keys. Oh, because the for loop is now incorrect here, which is fine. So for each loop, and I'll just attach you and you here. That is fine. Not the array index for the modify amount. We don't want that. So we want to for each thing we need to grab the val. Yeah, we do need to get the index because that's the damage amount. Yes, this is correct. This is correct. And then the damage dealer, we can go ahead and store that now. We're not storing that, so dot damage dealer plural because it is going to be an array, and we'll just do that at the beginning here. We'll do that. You do it after this check. Right, assuming this is true. Add. And plug that in. So now we have the damage dealer saved up. So now I can do a get, and we're getting this guy, this index, so it's the same index. That's the there. But, right? So this is all correct. So this is going to continue doing the damage. But we now need to do this, the clear here. So the clear is going to check if I just get length. Yeah. If the length is equal to 0. You know what? Less or equal to 0. Well, it's an array. It literally physically cannot be less than 0. Oh, you know what I can do? No, better yet. Is empty. Let's remember that is just a simple thing we just check. If it is empty, clear this timer. Very handy. You don't need to check the length or anything. Okay. What is it's complaining about other things. So it needs to also do this. If I am dead, it needs to, yeah, it needs to remove
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
dots. Okay, what are we complaining about? Also that. Ah, yeah, okay, we're fine. Welcome back, Guts. You came back just in time for ads. Came back just in time. Great, I love ads. Well, you're not getting any. You're on YouTube. You don't get any ads. So tough. Always the best 12 seconds of the stream. Why 12 seconds? I know you said that's your that's just how long you keep, focused for. But if there are multiple ads, yeah, I know this is your attention span, but you were here, so you had 12 seconds before, and then you left, and then you came back, and now you're doing it again. So now it's 24. So why say 12? Now it's 20. That's 24 seconds, unless the previous 12 seconds were shit. You know what? It could still be accurate. You might still be right. It is. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. You're right. I'm sorry. Okay. Ads are over. So. Can I just go in and out of ads? Yep. Okay. We need to remove. Okay, hold on. This is becoming more complicated. We need to also store the icon for the dot. So when an enemy gets a dot currently, he gets an icon over their head. And so we need to store that icon because we need to know what we're removing also. Okay. So also, I just realized, why am I doing this? I could just store this struct. What am I doing? This is, I'm being silly here. I'm being very silly here. Okay, well, first of all, let's add the let's add the reference to it. This is WB debuffs. Oh no, so I need to be over. I think it's just over the head. Is this actually called new parameter? Yeah, it is. Icon to remove. You don't need you. Okay, this is over the head. Icon base, object reference. Dot icon. Okay. So again, I was being quite silly here. There's no reason to do all of this. This is just seems unnecessary. I just made a struct. The whole point of me making a struct. Or to variable. I'll make just dot infos. Make this an array. Contains okay, check if it I'm not dead. And then check that it does not contain this. Okay. So effectively, right, we need to see that we're not adding in another thing exactly, because the source would be the same. What if the source is different? We need to have a comparison. We need to have a comparison that removes for sources. Okay, I'll make a note of this. We'll do this later. For now, we won't worry about it. Needs to ignore damage dealer. So the reason for that is because let's say you take fire damage from source A and you take fire damage from source B. Well, you're taking fire damage and you should just continue taking fire damage, but all of a sudden these are technically not the same because they come from different sources, and so you will take two stacking fire damage, which, if you want it to be intentional, could be good. But considering we might be using this on ourselves, like us take dot damage from enemies, we don't want to be able to take stacking dot damage from everyone together. That would be insanity. Let's say you're ganked up by 10 enemies that all do like flaming attacks and you get set on fire 10 times, you're dead quickly. So we'll fix that later. For now, though, assuming this is true, we'll come here. Right now, we're only dealing with us doing the damage, so for now, I guess we're fine. Then again, we're not doing this. This. Okay. That. I'm gonna delete these two nodes that I did. Okay. Now, for each loop. Let's break the info. The damage is going to be the modify amount. We're going to do the damage for each one. And you know what? This should not be a for each. This should be a for each with break. Because if we die during this, let's say this kills us. We wanted to stop this loop. Because it is going to be effectively clear it, right? It's going to clear everything from it. And if it tries to continue, it's going to error out. So what we're going to do here is do a sequence node. So custom event, stop dot damage. Stop dot damage. Oh, I guess I could, if that's the case, I just do this. So dot damage, then remove the dots. Okay, so that's all good. The damage dealer goes in here. The source is there just for checking. We don't actually need this here. We don't need to do anything with the source. So then, for the remove dots, what we need to know is this information. So we need to have s.info. Okay. And then here we check if this is empty. If it is, we go ahead and stop the timer. Okay. Here we go ahead and break s.info. The icon to remove goes there. And we also need to then remove it from itself. So we here we can go ahead and just remove item, and we'll remove this dot info. Here we can just hide all the unnecessary stuff. Okay. So, this theoretically should work. Let's go over this one more time. Jump. So, when it triggers, we check if I'm dead. Assuming I'm not dead, we check that if we already have this source of damage. As long as we don't, we need to add it. We don't add it. Oops. As long as we don't, we need to add this as the source of damage. Okay. Then we do the timer. Yeah, everything's fine. Okay, so then the timer starts looping. It's every half a second you do damage. So every half second it goes through all the things that's been added in case there's multiple. And it continues to do damage. I'll hide. Connect here. This up a little. It continues to damage, assuming that I'm not dead. If I am dead, then it goes ahead and removes the dot. Now, let's go to our actual toxic aura. Let's set this up. So we have all of this all still working. This is all fine. So here's the dot info. Let's, oops. It's not break, it's make. This is sending, yeah, the character ref is the damage dealer. The source is going to be acid. The damage is going to be 25. The icon is we have the icon here. We've stored before. So what do you think is the chances that I've set this up correctly and is going to work first try? I'm thinking single digits. I'm thinking single digits. We're not changing anything here. This is all the same. 50%. I like your optimism. I mean, it can only be either works or doesn't, so I understand your logic. You know, it's yeah, I mean, that is a 50% chance. Okay, let's see if it works. He has the icon. He has the icon. Okay. Will he take the damage? Well, the icon actually is automatic. If I move away from him. Ah, okay. So he's not removing. No. So it's not working. Okay. Okay. So it's not working. Hold on. So we failed the 50% chance. Is this triggering? And is this triggering? Almost. I know. So close. Okay. The hello. Oh, the timer is working. Okay. So the timer is working. This all triggered. Can I do a print string on his health, please? He's not taking damage. Why? This should have saved 25 damage. Oh. I know why. This is me being stupid because the damage that we put in is positive 25. So he's healing. He cannot heal past his health. So obviously he ain't gonna die if we heal him with the darn aura. It's positive 25. Negative 25. We basically gave him a nice healing beam. He was very happy. Okay. I removed the print string for his health, but that's okay. Oh. Why did he trigger that multiple times? Stop dot damage. This should have stopped it. Just in case order matters, I'm gonna do this first. So it should. Right. It should stop this loop. Remove the dot. Stop the timer. Timer stopped. Now, to make it easier for us to test this, I'm just going to make this 50 damage a tick. Or 100 damage a second. Timer's not stopping. So that means is this not less or equal to 100 or 0? It should be. Okay. Okay, so it is, yeah, it is less or equal. Well, it is definitely doing it because death is triggering. So here, it's not triggering this. Oh, you know what? I don't need to do that here. Well, no, I do need to check if it's empty. Hold on. Let's do a print string here. Tell me if it's empty right now. Because it should be empty. Why is it not empty? False. Okay. We'll check the length of this before and after. The removal process. Does it have multiple in here? It's possible somehow it has multiple stored. It shouldn't be possible. One, no. So is it not removing? It's clearly not removing then. So I'm going to print this one. This will tell us if it's removing anything. False. Oh, hold on. I did stupid. I didn't freaking plug it in. Of course it's not removing anything. I didn't plug in the damn thing. And this is why I'm dumb. And this is why I'm dumb. God damn it. It's not. Although it is blue also. Oh, okay. So that worked. Timer stopped. His icon did not get removed, though. Why'd the icon not get removed? Register the which is found and was removed. This is an elite. He's gonna take a little longer to kill, sorry. False. So it does trigger, but it doesn't find it. Why? Dot inform sounds like a game tag. Is that the struct? Now you confused me. Yeah, sure. So a struct is basically just a collection of variables. So right now, and for me, I'm storing the damage dealer, which is an actor. I'm storing enup, a float, and another actor, all in this struct. So it's basically just a collection of variables. So you can just think of it as a library of variables that it's always, or like a book of variables. You can get a copy of that book to a lot of places, but what's inside the book, right, as a base is always going to be the same. It's always going to have like the title, the paragraphs, and the pictures in it. But what the title says, or what the pictures are, or what the text says, can be different. It's probably a terrible explanation. Maybe? I'm not sure. I don't know Python dictionaries. I don't know. Couldn't tell you. Am I storing the... The dot icon should be... Find references. Yeah, so we're setting it here. We're storing it. We're storing it here. So there is no reason to have this in its own. Oh, it's because I need it to be his. Okay, yeah, I now understand why I had it. Oh, I see. Okay. I'm triggering the this order needs to be reversed, first of all. And it's from true. because obviously I need to add the icon and then I do the damage over time. That doesn't. The order there actually doesn't matter. What matters though is this. This is not the right widget icon. It's here. Get toxic aura widget icon. This is the one I need to put in. It's his. That character's widget aura icon. That's why we're adding the aura icon first. I think that's the problem, is we were using basically our own icon, which obviously we don't have, so we can't remove it from them. Aha! Okay. Okay. Fantastic. That worked. Just in time for ads.
Ads are here. Pausing for ads.
Okay. Okay. Take some more sips of my Everclear. You know, some strong stuff. Helps me get through these times. But now that that's working, I need to check on end overlap. Yeah, I need to put in the dot info. Yeah, enum stands for enumerator. Yep, that's exactly what it stands for. That's exactly what it stands for. I need to I need to store that info. Okay. So right now, when I end the overlap, I need to tell it to remove the icon, but I have no reference to that specific one of which one it is, because I have. So what I can do is get dot infos. Find. I'm gonna find the one I want. So I'm gonna find, and I'm gonna make the damage dealer being I need to find a specific thing. So I need to do, if it's true, go through all of them. or each loop with break, because I don't need to continue on. Check if break, if source equals acid. If it does, remove the dot. Dot is going to be this one. And then stop the loop. Okay. So it's going to go through all the dots that are on him and try to find specifically this one, because this is the one that is an aura. So it should only happen when I'm overlapping anyway. So let's check. He's looking away, which is perfect. It works. Oh, it works. And now, just if you go about and then do. That should not happen. It was almost perfect. It was almost perfect. Why? You should be dead. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Guts. Have a good night. Get some good rest. Don't need any of this anymore. Close you. Close you. Are you? Okay. Let me just see. Not dead. He should be being set to dead. If he's not, we got to make sure he is. He's not dead right now, but, you know, he's dead now. Okay. It's not that this is happening here. It's, why is the overlap happening? And it's not him. True. Ah, okay. So here we need to make sure that do the same check as here. Make sure he's not dead. We can do it here. Another and just do a not Boolean. So make sure he's not dead. So now we should be perfect. So this took a while, but this is a great now base where we can now add oh. Get is dead. Wrong character. Checking the wrong character again. Out checking myself. This is a fantastic base to make sure that right, I have I can add more dots. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. Okay. So now it all works. So now we have the kind of the baseline where we can now add more dots to them, and we just need to set up just like extra setups or extra things for new structs, and then we can just add fire damage, ice damage, whatever else their dot it is, set up their icon, etc., and it should work. And we can do it with auras, and then we can make sure to, and we need to test it then with damage over time and stuff like that. So yeah, but that's it. Hey, holy crap! You came in right at the end. I'm finishing up. I'm finishing up here. But I appreciate seeing you. Hope you're having a lovely day, evening, day, morning, whatever time zone it is. You're just finishing working? I am finishing streaming. So, one thing I still don't know. I might start streaming earlier. I'm not sure. Today I was doing a lot of stuff, so with demo reel and stuff like that. We'll play it by ear. I'll continue streaming at least tomorrow at the same time. We'll see if I end up starting to stream earlier. And we'll go from there. Yeah, have a good night. Holy crap. Thank you for stopping by, and hope everyone has a lovely rest of your day. See you guys tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Pacific. And then TBD on schedule going forward. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.